They're chasing a lot of polish, but they're ignoring the one biggest question that actually wins the offer. So companies don't pay for that. They don't pay for passion. What they pay for is for you to stop the bleeding. Where is the fire? Who's paying the fire department? And why are you the lucky winner who is holding the hose? It's urgent, but not expensive. Pet project, no hire. Expensive, but not urgent. Someday expensive plus urgent plus your unfair advantage. That is your ultimate bullseye sweet spot. Now, start your conversations with that urgent and expensive unfair advantage, not your resume and not your title. My urgent and expensive problem is to end career victimization.
The idea of job security is outdated as a landline. If you haven't been in a search for a while, it's probable you will at some point, by choice or not. Most executives admit to staying way too long, or sense what's coming, and justify staying anyway. There's another reason. The faulty belief that navigating to what's next will inevitably be worse and has to suck. Screw that. Loren Greiff has spent a lifetime in corporate and executive search, calling bullshit on stale career advice that most still use. This is Career Blast in a Half, the career podcast for executives ready to cut past outdated career advice to fuel your outcomes now. So let's go.
My infamous mic drop question. I want you to write it down. I'm going to repeat it twice. Here it is. What is the urgent and expensive problem you have the unfair advantage to solve? Let that sink in. What is the urgent and expensive problem you have the unfair advantage to solve? I ask this in every conversation because most executives over 40, they're chasing a lot of polish, bells and whistles, new resume formats, LinkedIn tweaks, and of course, those clever keywords. But they're ignoring the one biggest question that actually wins the offer. And I want to break this down because this is so pivotal and so catalytic. In other words, once you get this, things get moving, traction, and that's what you want. So I want to break down the default thinking, right? Most executives are spending a lot of time just with the polish, making sure that everything looks good. Sometimes there's like perfectionism. I can't do this until this is right. Screw that, right? Passion doesn't get you hired. Trends fade and titles are extremely misleading. So companies don't pay for that. They don't pay for passion because it's too easy to say it and not enough meat on the bones. But what they pay for is for you to stop the bleeding. So instead of saying or asking yourself, what job do I want to do? What do I want to do next? I want you to swap that out for this question. Where is the fire? Who's paying the fire department? And why are you the lucky winner who is holding the hose? I'm going to break this down even further because I really want you to get this. Here are your 3 filters. Number 1, urgency. If the problem isn't keeping hiring managers or executives up at night, guess who's going to be waiting? You. You'll be waiting months and months and months for this activity to happen on whatever said role is available. The second filter is expensive. Cha-ching, cha-ching. If it's not bleeding, then they will nickel and dime you. You know it. You've seen it. $200 million for people who are AI experts at the big tech companies. It's an expensive problem. It's urgent and expensive. So that's why they're making the big bucks. So if it's not bleeding, then they will nickel and dime you. So make sure that the problem that you are solving is both urgent and expensive. Here's the third piece and the third filter. If you don't hold the unfair advantage, your battle scars are not going to get the leverage that you need, and you will become a commodity. In other words, what I'm saying is it's urgent, but not expensive. Pet project, no hire. Expensive, but not urgent. Someday when if, right? A long-term wish list will bring in that consultant, when this happens, not somebody who is in demand to solve that urgent and expensive problem. Expensive plus urgent plus your unfair advantage. That is your ultimate bullseye sweet spot.
I am blowing the lid off of our best kept secret, our 30-day blast program. Yeah, you heard it. 30 days. We have seen so much success for this program that past clients have landed in that 30 days and increased their compensation 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, over 100%. Now, not everybody lands and earns that much in 30 days, but my point is it prepares you. And in 30 days, if you're not out of there with a changed mindset and changed clear and simple ways to be able to navigate the market this year, then we'll gladly refund your misery and you can go back to applying now. Check out the link below for the next 30-day blast, and we would love to have you there because we live for your success, and that's what's really important. See you then.
So here's the next step, right? Hiring doesn't start with a job description. I want you to remember that. It starts with the pain. It starts with the pain point. And 80% of roles are filled before they hit the job boards because the problem was already there from the get-go. And the leaders are quietly searching for someone who's already solved that. So take that pen or that pencil or some groovy marker that you have and write down this. Write down your 3 biggest fires, the 3 biggest fires you've put out and saved the real deal, the real dollars. And circle the one where you have had the biggest unfair advantage. Now, start your conversations around that story. Not some trite, overused, I'm a seasoned executive with 20 years of experience. Please. I want you to start your conversation with that urgent and expensive unfair advantage, not your resume and not your title. What I want to close with here is that your next move really doesn't need more polish. It needs sharper aim, where you're finding the fire, where you're also proving your unfair advantage to make your value undeniable. If you're still listening, and I hope you are, because I'm going to drop my urgent and expensive unfair advantage right now. I'm going to tell you that I am not another coach. I am not somebody that is going to solve your dream job problems. I don't believe in any of that. What I'm here to do, and my urgent and expensive problem, is to end career victimization, to put it to rest once and for all, so that you have all the tools and strategies. So here it is. I'm going to put it in a full sentence just for you. My urgent and expensive problem is to end career victimization for executives over 40 by elevating, accelerating, and celebrating them one at a time. And why do I have the unfair advantage? I've lived it. I'm a 61-year-old loudmouth age advocate, and you know it. If there is a workaround, I am scrounging for it. High and low, reinventing, reframing, and doing all of it. Over 500 executives have worked with us, not even 6 years, and they're winning. And they're winning by using these types of problems to unravel. They are finding their unfair advantages and scouting out urgent and expensive problems. And now you can too. So I want to hear all about your urgent and expensive problem and why you have the unfair advantage to solve it. Thank you so much for listening. You know I love you guys and I appreciate it. We are really rocking. Also, I just want to thank everybody who has been writing podcast reviews. And if you haven't yet, please do. And don't forget to subscribe. All right. Thanks again. And can't wait to hear back from you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining today. We appreciate your listening ears. Big time. We ask this: use these tools, not tomorrow, right now, and share them by spreading the love, leaving us a rating and subscribe so you don't miss the next career blast in a half. Most of all, thank you for you.